Houston, we have a takeoff. Boom. BTC is on the move. Finally, the moment we have all been waiting for. And we have been discussing this over and over in the past month in this channel, the Crypto Mindset channel. So smoke that like for us. Show us the love. Ring the algorithm. Send it to the ether and space because we have been talking about this multiple months, weeks, and times, telling you that a breakout is imminent and will happen. What will we talk about today? We're going to talk about Bitcoin, my expectations, fast, quick, furious. Do you know why? Because I did all of you a favor. Yes, I did you a favor. You know why? Because I decided Bitcoin needs some help. Okay. And how did I decide to help Bitcoin? Well, here you go. Every time I go on vacation, boop, Bitcoin decides it wants to break out. So I'm on vacation. Lo and behold, Bitcoin is breaking out. We are well positioned within the membership. By the way, join the VIP. It's right here. Smoke it, click it. If you are one of those people, so many of you that got smacked and wrecked through all this, sideways action, listening to moon boys or whatever that don't know what they're doing, and you have over $100,000 in account. Some of you have over 500,000. Some of you have more than a mil. Scan the QR code. Come to our elite and VIP, program. We're gonna take you hand by hand and make sure that you know what to do with your money here on. And if you don't, you just want a VIP, do that now. But what are we here for today? Okay, because I helped. Remember, I helped push Bitcoin, went to vacation. Bitcoin is pushed. We are very well, positioned. Now, I want to talk about Bitcoin just to make sure you guys understand what I am seeing. Look at Bitcoin all-time high. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it is ignition phase has started. Now we're looking for a weekly standpoint, and I've been talking about how we have been in this bull market in the past, 2.5 years already, with higher lows, higher highs, okay, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and now we got somewhat of high fake out, higher low though, and now we're in the ignition phase. I think this is probably the banana zone everyone is talking and thinking about. The banana zone is here. That's what I believe. And this, by the way, is probably going to be the last move of the market before we enter into somewhat of a bear market, prolonged bear market. That's what has happened so far in the past cycles and years. And that's probably what's about to happen this cycle. If anything changes, we'll be here to make sure that you are updated upon the information. But for now, we're going to rely on past cycles, past data, and our understanding of how trading cryptos work. Okay, so Bitcoin is breaking out. This is the weekly standpoint. We're still very much above the 200-day moving average, which is sloping upwards. What can we expect? Very easy. Okay, I'm just gonna lay this down for you just to make sure, because I already talked about how this was a cap and handle, why we were positioned into this, why we were very well positioned into this trade with this cap and handle, this tight pivot. If you go to a daily, by the way, very lovely pivot, VCP action. This was the first contraction, second contraction, third contraction, takeoff. Beautiful. This is as perfect as it gets. I have a huge position on Bitcoin right now since this shakeout. And of course, I'm not talking about my longer term position. I'm talking only position wise, and we're in all-time highs right now. Okay, so let's get back to the weekly just to understand what can we expect for him here on, because you don't want to fall down to the moon boys. Hey, we're going to 1 million. We're going to 250, whatever. Hey, if we get there, all the best for all of us. We're all going to be much richer than we are right now. Okay. But I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to, more methodical approach, a less moon boy and more, what can we expect type of, thing. So I like to use fib levels to do somewhat of predictions. Now, this is not a prediction per se. This is just, a tool to help me gauge where my good areas of taking profits can be, and what can be a target for, the end of this bull market? Because again, I don't know what will happen. No one knows what will happen. It can go much higher than you expect, like 2017 bull market. Everyone thought it's going to peak at 10,000. We went all the way to 20. Or you can go lower, like 2020, 21 cycle, where everyone thought it's going to get to 100,000, but it peaked at 69. Okay. The market will do what the market does. Okay. It's our job to be calm, to be composed and to make decisions based on data, past, data, and anything that you can by your own kind of means find. Okay. So for me, I like to use fib levels just as targets, not as prediction really, because I said it's prediction tool, but this is more like a target tool to help me gouge areas where I can find somewhat of resistance or selling pressure. Why does this work? It just works. Okay. I found it to be helpful for me. No need to explain too much. No need to dive deep to this. Just know that for me, it worked. So, what can happen for me? We can go to the 130 area, as you can see, to 131-ish. Again, these are not exact numbers. This is going to be ranges or areas. This is going to be, for me, the first area I want to be really starting to take some profits. Probably I'm going to take some early because I do have somewhat of a very big position. So I want to make sure I'm, managing my risk appropriately. Okay. But, okay, here I'm going to take somewhat of a more size, take profits to it. Okay. By the way, I'm at a hotel right now. So, if you heard someone going next to me, that was because a lovely, hospice, the word, or hotel lady passed through. So I'm sorry about that, but hey, she's a very nice human being. So thanks to her. She upgraded my room also. So that's a good spot. Okay, that's a good thing to do. So this is the first take profits over here. The second one for me is going to be the 160s areas. And of course, the other ones are going to be more moonies, but can happen. Okay, anything can happen as we go higher and higher, if we go higher and higher. But each time we do go higher, I'm going to be taking profits already. Maybe I'm going to take profits once and then I'm going to add to it, because look, if something like this happens, for example, we go higher like this, and then we kind of halt here. I took some profits. It's going to be building somewhat of a consolidation, and then goes back higher. I'm going to add back to the position on this, and then see how this moves. And then if the same thing happens again here and consolidates, and then go corrects, and then goes back up, whatever, and then goes, I'm going to add back to it. So this is going to be fluid. Okay, it's going to be fluid. I don't know what's about to happen. I can only play it with how the market wants to give me. Okay, remember that no one is a savant. No one knows what the market can or can't do. Okay, only thing we know is that we just need to play it by ear as much as possible. Now, I do hope that I was recording everything because who knows, hotel internet, not so good, but I did my best. This is what I think about Bitcoin. And again, okay, again, if you want to join, like-minded people, or someone that can take you, not like-minded people, because this is not a regular community where everyone kind of talks. This is a community where, we mentor people. We teach you our knowledge. We show you how we do our trades by sharing the signals, and it's up to you to decide what to do with them. Okay. So again, you can scan it over here, join the VIP. This is going to be the last leg. Okay. Probably. And also, join this elite VIP if you have above $100,000 account. Stop wasting your money. Stop losing. Stop round tripping your profits over and over again. If you don't know what you're doing, it's perfectly fine. Join. This is a small investment in regards to your kind of medium size, maybe big accounts if you have over 1 million, but we will help you, okay, actually make correct decisions from here on and stop getting wrecked, stop round tripping, and stop listening. I don't know why you do that, to moon boys over the internet that have no skill set about what they're doing. Anyways, this was me. I'm Jomo. This is the Crypto Mindshare site channel. Click the like. I'm already tired. It's late over here. Click the like, smoke it, give us the love shirt. Until the next time, no edge, no trade.